The manor. Anti-Renaissance buildings. Butler's rampage. A ballroom. You guys are hanging out. You say, get out of here. He says, exquaa me. Oop, exquaa me. And he kills his wife out of revenge. And also him. And also himself. Himself and him and death. I mean, I guess you could have a gun from the beginning. And you guys are just chilling. And he's jealous of her. They're in love. He says, boom, I always loved her. It was only 3 slides. I don't know how much a rampage. I don't think he can kill 2 people at once. Unless he gets the gun from the start. He doesn't even need. We have no reason to have, like, proof of concept here. He's just gonna kill everyone. Oh, he found out about it. Damn. Murder. First he kills you. No motive needed. We're skipping to that climax. If we want the people to stick around for the readings, for the story, we're gonna have to start right where the action begins. A weapon. The Duke feels relief. He's like, gun? Okay. He's like, my gun's here. He's like, oh, my gun. It's no longer there. But then boom, he was just washing it all along. The gun takes it, he puts it back, he finds the gun. He sees the gun, he takes it. He's like, oh no, where is the gun? And then he realizes it's back now. He takes it. He's like, where is it? He puts it back. He's like, sweet, there it is. He was simply polishing it. No need for drama, no need for melodramatics. Everything was fine. Detective arrests the murderer. Does the murderer have to be the butler? Because Colonel Mustard over here is looking a little sus. We have no methods of death. Okay, here's also the thing, right? Originally, I'd be like, okay, obviously someone has to get the gun and they kill somebody. But maybe the detective maybe one of these guys has already committed a murder. In the ballroom, the detective is with this guy. In here, he gets the gun. And then he takes the gun and shoots the detective. Ooh, no thank you. Boom, dead. In the ballroom, he's like, you and me. And then you shoot him, but you can't shoot him. But the detective can see that the gun is missing, and then he can see that you're holding the gun. He is dead. He sees that he is dead, I see. First you have to be like, a murder occurred, and then you have to see, oh, the gun is gone. And then you see, well, there's only literally one other person in the house. So in terms of having a motive, he's rude to him, he gets the gun, he shoots him. He's like, whoa, you're dead now. Who took the gun? Who took the gun? Before he gets murdered. And then a murder happens. And then he's like in the ballroom with the dead son, and he's like, hey, it was the butler. And the butler's like, yeah, it was me. How can we prove him? The only way we can prove that it was him is that if he gets threatened. If they're both in the gun room at the end of the day. Oh, fingerprints. This level was literally called fingerprints, wasn't it? I think he has to see the gun again. So, you know what? We don't need a motive. Yeah, motive, you're out of here. Can I just scooch this over? I can scooch. That's so much better. Okay. You get the gun. Dead. Ah, someone's here. Oh, no, get back over there. Boom, a death. You put that back. Then he comes and he's like, ooh, fingerprints. And then we're like, hey, everyone in the ballroom. It was the crowbar. Hey! Wow, he brought his own chain block. He's a single man team and he still got that going. That's pretty crazy. That was literally called fingerprints though. Yeah, okay. This was the clue. The clue was just literally the name, which you could easily pass over because, I mean, innocence? Nice. Detectives arrest an innocent soul. Well, I'm gonna say that the Duchess is the one who commits a murder here. So Duchess refuses to hold a gun. She's a pacifist. The Duke loves the gun. Okay, the butler is forced to be the criminal. This is a bit of typecasting, I would say. This actress really said that one day I'm gonna be a true villain, but they only ever make me a mom character because I look slightly old for a high schooler, and that's gonna be her life for the rest of time. You have the gun. You put the gun back down because you don't actually want to kill anyone. Then she gets the gun, and then he gets the gun. His fingerprints are on the gun. He has to look at the gun after a murder has been committed. So this goes here. And right here, a murder goes down. Boom, puts it back. He loves it. He's like, okay, I see fingerprints. Obviously, it was King Sir over here. I mean, this man's the king, though. Like, if he killed his wife, I don't know if you have the power to arrest him, honestly. He's got, like, an entire, like, monetary, like, army in the back, waiting to save him at a moment's notice. Rivals. 4 deaths. Both of you guys are gonna have to die a lot of times. Knight is killed by the Baron. Suddenly, Knight is home. So he kills him. And then he comes back. 4 deaths. 1, 2. Back alive. More cliffs. So you're alive now. And you're dead? And then stab him again. Ghosting. The ghost is only spooky. I like the idea that they're like still keeping solid. The ghost can't actually touch people. If he kills, it's because he just scared them into falling off of something. I mean, rivals, kind of like rivals to love interest. A few more deaths, and I think they would have gotten together, honestly. The Queen Marries. She is kidnapped by the Baron. The Knight saves her from the kidnapping. And then they get married. The Baron, boom. Okay. And then the Knight gets married to the Baron. Some of these twist endings aren't very twisty. I feel like it's impossible to get a twist ending. Everyone sits on the throne. There's a throne and the Queen is there. With her Knight. Nope, she's with the Queen. The Queen falls off the cliff because the Baron is a greedy boy. And so the Baron's like, yes. The Knight finds out that the Queen is dead. He's like, oh, you died. So he then pushes this man off the cliff. Wait, you know she's dead. She's dead right here. Come on now. You don't think it's valid for... No, you can't push both of them off the cliff. Oh, is he a prince? Can he get it immediately? Oh, he's knighted by... Okay, I thought the Baron was honestly this lady's, like, husband, so... You get killed. And then there's a throne and you're here now. Congratulations. A beautiful suitor. The Queen marries. In disguise. The Queen has been kidnapped by the Baron. While she's being kidnapped, he gets into a disguise. He is disguised as the thing that has kidnapped her. She's like, ooga booga. It's a dragon. That's crazy. I was pretty sure dragons were extinct years ago. He gets out of the disguise. He goes back and saves her. Oh, she's already there. Dang, she was built into that cage. And then we get married. Congratulations, you did it. This is the classic, like, role reversal hero to enemy. Very classic. I feel like, I don't know, if they were making all these little storylines, I wonder if they literally just Googled, like, what are all of the classic, like, arcs of stories? Classic characters and the way that things normally go down, and then they just recreated all of them. Red-handed. It's on chapter 8. I wonder how many chapters there are in this game. Detective arrests a murderer. A witness. Okay, well, the Butler has proven to be the only person willing to commit a murder. He has done prison time, and he's ready to do it again. You know, you can't really survive in this world. After coming out of prison, there's not much that people will hire you and such. Dead, boom, a witness. What is this, an attic? Did he, like, drag his dead body? Oh, he's watching through the window. And then you simply arrest him. I mean, that was pretty easy, wasn't it? Oh, you have to watch before it happens? Ah, valid. A thief. A butler. The Duke is stealing from the Butler. Oh, fired. He's like, He's like, boom. Oh, you know what? Nah. This guy is all sneaky for some reason, so he's like watching through the window. Is this not eyewitness? You're watching. Boom, he grabs the gun. You're like, come on, my guy. And then you confront each other. Oh no, he got murdered. Oh, okay. So he has to steal the gun and get away with it. He picked it up, and then, but he can't get murdered. So he can't win. But if he puts the gun back down... Maybe he is watching from the window when he's looking at it. And then he is now watching through the window when he's grabbing the gun. So you've seen that he likes the gun. You've seen it twice. And now you're watching when he takes it. And now he's gonna commit a murder. Just you, by yourself. People can be watching the scene from the eyeballs of the painting. The butler gets fired. How about the butler fires a gun? That sounds a lot easier to succeed with. You're watching him do nothing. You're like, he stole that glass of wine, did he not? Get me some wine. Get out of here and get me some wine. And now he's being a creeper as this guy is standing around with his newly grained beer. And he's like, oh, he has it. Let's have a little meetup. He's like, here's the thing you wanted. Please request it. Come on now. Okay, well, you know what? This guy's just gonna ask for 15 different drinks. Now you want wine. You started with wine, you dingle. I just really want the Duke to shoot the butler, honestly. He sees him in the ballroom with the gun. And then he shoots him. He doesn't have the gun. No gun was ever stolen from this scenario. But there's nothing else to be stolen. I feel like the butler is the one who should know what this is. I mean, that's a good option. But what if he just asks for different drinks a bunch of times in a row? And then the butler he gets fired because he got it wrong 15 times. He got it wrong so many times that the Duke is just like, you're just inept at this point. How many times do I have to ask for the next drink before you bring me the one that I want in advance? This isn't rock, paper, scissors, my guy. Okay, concept. King loves his gun. He loves it. He goes behind here. And he's like, let me just stare at my gun from behind this thing. This man goes and looks at the gun. So he's watching the ballroom though. So now you're here in the ballroom. And he's like, ooh, you've taken the gun. And then he shoots him. So he knows that it has been stolen. So now he has to put it back because otherwise... He put it back, my guy. He doesn't have the gun. Is this really a thievery situation? He just didn't like the fact that he was holding it. He just didn't like people touching his stuff, I think is what went down right there. Spouse gets vengeance. Classic eyewitness. The butler's being creepy. He sees that these guys are in love and he's hella jealous. He's rolling his eyes. Dang, he's not even jealous though. He just thinks it's gross. He goes to get the gun. He goes into the ballroom. And this man is watching as this goes down. Boom. And then he also gets shot. You don't need to be watching this, do you? No, he does. No, he doesn't. You guys don't even have to meet, honestly. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. No, honestly, man gets gun, man commits murder. That's all we need. That happened. And, oh, he has to be watching, actually. Okay, revenge. He saw that he did that. And then he puts the gun back. He's like, don't need that anymore. And now he's like, you killed the lady. But that's not vengeance. Now he has to get the gun. He's like, now is my time to shine. And also death. It's really sad that he had to use it. Man, he loved that gun so gosh darn much. And it's covered in fingerprints now. And he's dead. Now he's out a wife and a butler. Who's gonna fold his socks? He can't fold his own socks. He's the king. Duchess gets butler arrested. Ooh, on purpose? That's kind of scandalous. So obviously the scenario, right, is that she's watching through the walls because she suspects that the butler and the Duke are having a little bit of a thing together, and she was right. No, she was wrong. Duchess gets butler arrested. The Duchess gets the gun. Refuses to get the gun. How do she has to watch, obviously, as he gets the gun. She knows that he's not happy. He's gonna get the gun. She's like, sweet on that. I will absolutely watch as you kill my husband. She doesn't even have to get him arrested. If I just have him commit a murder, then I mean, if she just tells on him, I guess. Hey, it was him. He stole the gun. I literally have eyewitness of him stealing the gun. Murder. She saw it happen. Wait a second. This isn't the story I wanted to tell. The Duchess gets Butler arrested. This is a lot less drama. I was under the assumption that obviously the Duchess was gonna do something wrong and then like trick him into thinking, but he just straight up did a murder. I don't know if I had an alternative option there, but it was just the Butler was wrong. Duchess can do no wrong. Justice. Chapter 9, Treason. A usurper dies. The queen is the queen of all. She's like, yeehaw, monkey mans. He's like, joke's on you, I've usurped the queen, you're now in prison. Oh, they're happy. Oh no, you can't kidnap him. But these guys really said that they can only be evil. Some of these characters are only allowed to be bad. And then she gets saved, and then she just kills him. Oh, she's like here, and then she just kills him. Boom, he's dead. Oh, you know what though? While this was going on, the knight was actually like, boy, no, come on, knight. You gotta usurp this throne. She's not even here right now. It's your time to shine, my guy. You've been waiting. This man has been waiting and he still refuses. Okay, fine. You can save the princess. She's in love with him? Why is he upset this time? She has Stockholm Syndrome. You're the king. She's the queen again. King the knight. The Baron has to be on the throne while she's kidnapped. That makes sense. Baron is king. And then savior. And then they come back to the throne. And then they commit the murders. Oh, where is the crown? You have the crown. And you're here. You know what? I don't need this one. I always put these like preemptive things to like set the story, but the story doesn't matter. We know that she was the queen from the start, and now she's been kidnapped. Usurpation, it's happened. He has the crown. Saved. She's like, where is the crown? He has the crown, obviously. And he wants to kill her. Oh, crap, he died. Oofy. Hey, oh, it's revenge story. So he killed her, even though she was just saved. Interesting. You're in here. So now he has the throne, and the prince just kind of has to be accepting of this, because he's like, dang, I hate him. So I'm just gonna kill him with my bare hands. Come on now, he can't kill him with his bare hands. Kill him. Commit a murder. Use the crown of fate. Maybe he does have to kill her, actually. Everyone scoot over. Everyone scoot your booch. Now that you are king. Execution. Wait, you have the crown. What are you talking about? Oh, you sit there first and then you kill the queen. Dead. He's here. This guy is like, you're not who I wanted. He has to die. He has to get executed by somebody who matters, such as the dead queen, such as the Baron. And then he kidnaps the Baron. Now you're the king. You're the king. What do you mean no? Oh, he has to know that she's dead. Okay. You're out of here. Scoochy booch. Scooch? Nope, you were still supposed to be there, but okay. We're at the throne room. The queen is dead, and the knight knows it. The knight would never know. The problem is that two people can't be in the same game. Unless... Okay, does the queen not die? Because you guys gotta be together. And he's like, we know it was the Baron. The Baron is the one who did the thing. So they go back home, because obviously queen is queen now. Baron needs to get kidnapped. Somebody kidnapped the Baron. So you kidnap the Baron. You're like, sweet, reversal. He's there now. So throne room queen again. Score. And then we execute. Score. Alright. This knight is so full of justice, though. At any given time, he could really be usurping himself. He had so many opportunities. I gave him so many opportunities. I am a just god. I said, knight, you are worthy. Knight loses his head. Okay, so queen is like, I'm a beautiful, and I'm a guy. He loves the queen. He has to do something crazy, such as kidnapping the queen. I mean, that seems pretty obvious. Do it. Oh, he's cool with it. No. Hey, you kidnap him. And he's like, oh, is that what you meant? Or like what's up with that? Nope, you know what? The queen gets upset because she dies. Boom, the queen is dead. Congratulations, you're king. Even though you're just a knight, so that makes no sense. And then you're standing there when suddenly the queen is back. And so she's like, I'm the queen. Execution. You need to know that he's alive now. She's alive now, and now she's the queen. Okay, my thought process here, right, is like the queen's dead, he takes over. The queen is like extremely ungrateful and for some reason does not understand the logic behind him taking over if she was literally dead. She comes back. And she's like, hey, you're in my spot. Get out of here. I don't need her on the throne. I keep putting these prepositions. I don't know why this storytelling game doesn't like prepositions. You don't need to be here. She's alive now. She kidnaps him. She goes back to the throne room, but she's not the queen unless he is already dead. So he just dies. Here, he's dead now. You're happy? You're the queen. Congratulations, you've done it. Execution. Was he even alive to begin with? He has to be kidnapped. Okay, people just have to be kidnapped before they're executed. Seems kind of dramatic. I don't know how many floating cages you guys can fit inside your house. Amnesia. The execution. Someone has to be married. You guys are married. Oh, no, you hate him. But what if you forgot that you hated him, though? So now you will get married? What? You mean you forgot about you hated him? Okay, fine. There's a queen. She was married, but suddenly she was kidnapped. And then Boom, she forgot that she was kidnapped and now they're married. Wow. You can have the throne. There is no throne. There's no point to any of this. What do you mean question mark? You can't have the throne. It's physically impossible. Kidnap, execute, amnesia. You're kidnapped, then you amnesia her, and then you get married. I feel like this makes sense. He's like, man, you didn't know. Was she stuck in prison? She has to be saved from prison? Okay, let her down. Now she thinks that you're in love, and now you can get married. And now that you are king, execution. You're king now. Boom. That sucks. What, she was queen first and he still has the power to do that? Of the Baron. Oh, there's multiple path lines. I could also get the Baron killed. If I just switch everything about this, I can like... No, she's cool. She's saving him. And then he gets mind washed and she's like, boom, I saved you. You're still married. You're the queen and you're dead. What, you're cool with it? What, you're not gonna fight about it? Come on. Kidnapped. She forgets. They're in love. They get married. She's still on the throne and you're still dead, but you're cool with that because you have to fight first. She forgets. He forgets. You let her go. You won't let her go. You refuse. How does the Baron die? The Baron dies. He has to either forget that he did something bad while she remembers, or she has to pretend that she forgot that he did something bad. But she can't kidnap him because that's just not her jam and style. He kidnaps her, he mind washes her, they're in love, they get married. But he's not the Baron anymore, now he's the king, so maybe this just messes up the whole process. Maybe they can't get married because then he's not the Baron anymore, simply as that. So she kidnaps him, and then she commits a murder. Boom, lovely. I feel like there should be an anti-amnesia. If I give her amnesia twice, I think she should remember the things from the first half of the story. Kidnapped, she forgets. He's like, don't worry gal, I gotcha. She's like, sweet, we're getting married. You didn't even have to get married though, you could just straight up kill her. Could you just kill her from the start? What if we just, like, none of this went down? What if everything? Get rid of everything. None of this mattered. Just kill him. Well, you hate him. You know you hate him. Come on now, you hate him. Look, you hate the marriage. Ew, gross. Just kill him. Enact your power as girl boss and just literally commit a murder. Come on, look at him. He's not that cool. Yeah, you could be like, he kidnaps her and then just like forgets what he was doing. He was like, dang, I was drinking a lot last night. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to kidnap you. He thinks that he saved her, but she remembers that they didn't. So there's no reason for them to get married though. She can just be like, bro, what the heckle? Okay, bye. Okay, thank you. Okay, so there's actually, I have not been looking at dots. Have I been missing like a bunch of these? That one had 2 options. This one had 2 options. What was the second option for treason? By the hand of the knight. The Duke dies by the hand of the knight, which means the queen never lived. Usurper dies by the hands of the knight. So he usurped and then she saved him. If you just don't save her and then you kidnap him, so you're dead. You're like in prison now. You kidnap. Oh, but you can't. You're in love with him. Oh yeah, okay. The knight can only be king if everyone finds that the duke is lame, but also the queen is dead. So he becomes king. Death to ye. She's a ghost all over the place. That's not really necessary. Well, he knows she's dead. You kidnap him because that's not allowed, and then you're king, and then you're king, and he's dead. Boom. And misfortune. Queen suffers 4 tragedies. I mean, the only person you like is the knight, and you don't even like him that much, because I really feel like you didn't give a shit when he was kidnapped earlier, so... You can marry the knight? Do you guys like each other? No, she only likes herself. Okay, she's expressing self-love. She's kidnapped. Tragedy number 1, kidnapped. She's not willing to get married to him, is she? Yeah, no. Like, will you get married? No. No marriage. Will you get married? He only loves the queen. It's a love triangle. It's a love triangle where nobody likes each other. It's kind of the opposite of a love triangle. Kidnapped. Throne. Okay, 1 tragedy. She lost the throne. Does tragedy only evoke death? Because this is fine, I feel like. Then as the king, he kills her. And she's like, dang, I kind of liked him. And then he releases her. And then he kills her too. And then she comes back to life. There is no revival in this scenario. 4 tragedies. Kidnapped. 1 tragedy. Lost her throne, second tragedy. Straight up being dead, that's kind of tragic. And your friend is dead. I think this is 4 tragedies if I gotta say so myself. I mean, obviously marriage has to do something here. And as a ghost, you married your ghost husband. Here. Ooh, spooky. That was loud. Okay. She doesn't know the knight is dead. She has to know that the knight is dead in order to have it be a tragedy. So well, she can't know. How can she know? Because she's dead. A ghost? I mean, they know they're dead now. There's definitely some mutual knowledge of death going on in this picture. So this happened, and she's in prison. And he says, haha, I killed your wife. Oh, okay, now she knows he's dead. So that sucks. She's been kidnapped, she lost her throne, he's dead, and she's also dead. I think this is 4 tragedies. Now you're dead. Congratulations. And I'm gonna marry your corpse. That's really creepy, isn't it? That's kind of creepy. A little bit of some sketchiness happened at the end there. That's pretty tragic, I would say. She's kidnapped. That's a tragedy. He becomes king. That's a tragedy. What's qualifying as a tragedy? You're dead. She's dead. You know he's dead. You can't come back to life. I'm sorry. I know we tried. We can only bribe God so many times before he stops letting the queen come back to life. And then they yell at each other and they're peaceful in hell. It can't end with him dying, the bard or the baron, because that's not tragic, that's gorgeous. What if we just had her get kidnapped like 4 times? How many kidnaps does it take to qualify as being a tragedy? Maybe seeing him on the throne. Oh, she has to know? No, she's in prison. And then she's dead. So he's still on the throne. And she's sad about it. No, she's lost her crown? Tragedy? She knows that she's lost her crown. So you're there now, you're like, sweetums. She's like, boof, I'm dead. No, you're dead. You're dead. Immediately speaking. Nope, you're king. And then a murder. And then you're like, now I'm a ghost, you jankers. Nope, she doesn't get that either. As king, he kills him. And then she's like, dang, you've been killed. And then also you've been killed. And now you guys can get married in hell. Congratulations. I'm going in circles. What, they get married? Oh, she falls in love with anyone who saves her. Okay. Kidnapped, tragedy. He's the king. She gets saved. He gets dead. And she's like, oh, no, that sucks. My husband in marriage. Ah, and now you're dead. She's not the queen. Yes, you are. If people saw you come back, they wouldn't just let him be in king. That doesn't make any sense. So if he dies, she'll be sad about it. So you're a queen. What? No, you can't instantly be queen again. He didn't even get a chance to go get the throne. Okay. This is correct. She loves him now. So he gets dead. I already did this. If the knight saves her and then is executed. Okay, the knight has saved her. He's executed. She's a ghost. And now she's dead. Lost her crown. That's a tragedy. He's dead. That's like, even if you didn't love him at that point, he was still like your best friend, probably, because there's no one else in existence in this universe. Oh, he's dead, and now you're dead. That's 4 tragedies right there. If they gave me the revival sticker, I could just like make her come alive and then die 15 times in a row. Everyone dies. Okay, new answer. Everyone is dead. Congratulations, you're all dead. And then you get married, and you're like, sweet, we're together in love. Is this, do you guys love each other? No, you have to be saved to love him. I can't have you get saved and kidnapped. There's not that many squares. What if we just make it like a real tease? What if this guy's just kind of laughing at her like 6 days in a row, and she's like, God, this sucks. Every day is just stanky. I was surprised the first day. The second day I was ticked off still. The third day I was like, come on, guy. She doesn't need to be saved. No, she's good. Boom. Kidnapped. This is at least 3 tragedies at this point. But that makes the Night King. So kill your wife. No, come on. Kill your wife. It's the only way. It's the only way to get 4 tragedies. You have to kill your wife. She's obviously too old for you. Come on now. You think you can run this nation with her, like, holding you back? If I leave, can I just go to the next chapter without having completed this one? Can I, like, revert back? We can come back to this later. I can. Okay. Everyone remember, chapter 9 not completed. We'll get back to that.